Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The exhibition season is over. It's time to play for real as the 2018 NFL season is underway. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 66 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The defending champion Eagles having their troubles in this first game since Super Bowl 52, but they've got a 1st and 10. Now the first NFL carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, those Giant fans, you know that they love seeing Saquon Barkley wearing their jersey, but it's interesting. He actually grew up a Jets fan.
Yeah, I wonder what his dad was thinking. What Big Al was thinking on draft night. Had to be so happy for his son. But they grew up watching Jets games. Just sit together, watch them. In fact, Dad has a Jets tattoo. Okay, so that tells you about how much he loves that team. You think Saquon's going to fix that and make it a Giants tattoo?
Yeah, he wants to make that a Giants tattoo. That family, though, they fully converted. They're supporting the G-Men. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down carry for Barkley. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Waiting.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Falcons offense, Charles, heading back out there, coming off a 10-6 season, made the playoffs again, but coming off the previous season when they blew that Super Bowl to the Patriots, I think a lot of folks were expecting more in 2017. So now turn the page, what can we expect this year?
They want to return to explosiveness on offense. I mean, that's what they've got to get to. You mentioned 2016. They rolled up points like crazy. Absolutely obliterated people on the offensive side of the ball. They want to get back to that. Get Julio Jones, get him sprung free again. But they drafted Calvin Ridley out of Alabama to help with that. All right, they can run the football, obviously, with Devontae Freeman. On the defensive side, the mantra is speed, speed, speed. And they want to get Vic Beasley back chasing the quarterback where he led the league in sacks 2 seasons ago.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Hey, let's go. Right. Right.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense heading out. You know, last year at this time, Charles, we said this was a franchise that's kind of been in neutral for a while. They're not neutral anymore. Defending Super Bowl champs. What do you think, favorites again?
I think so, because this team has few holes, if any. Look, your quarterback, Carson Wentz, gets hurt before the season's over. His backup, Nick Foles, wins Super Bowl MVP. Wentz probably would have won the regular season if he'd finished out the year. Offensive line, one of the best in the game. Passing game keeps getting better. Multiple runners who can run it and catch it. Flip it over to defense. Tremendous defensive front. They can just swarm and get after you. Great coordinator, very creative. The big thing for them, they'll have to take everyone's best shot week in and week out during the season.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Come on now. Let's go.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. To throw, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Vic Beasley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
21. Got it. Back 25.
On 2nd down, Ryan. He sets to fire deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely... He had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A handoff to Barkley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
81, 81. Lion, lion, lion. Black, come on.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 62 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got it first and goal at the 6.
Gun. 21.
They'll run here with Freeman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
22. Gun. Hey, express. Let's go.
On third and goal, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Great. Go.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. The pitch goes to Barkley, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
81.
On second down, here's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
There we go. Back. 180. There, sit. Lion.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Shotgun now for Wentz. His throw incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
81.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
39. Left. 39.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. Got a man. It's the first NFL catch for Calvin Ridley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Hey, ram. Black. Hey, other side, solid.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Barkley. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now it's Barkley. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a play fake. Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And he's got Miller. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Run. Set. 120. Nice 5 steps.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math, they did it well, and it works for them.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the ball.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. 20. Here, sit.
Watch the slant. Motion.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. The catch made by Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
81.
Into the red zone. Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Black.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Miller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
Here, sit.
Wentz to throw again. And that is incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Carson Wentz, that's his first touchdown pass since December 10th of last year. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw...
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
39. 20, 22, 12, 11.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
39. 21.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Wentz now on 1st down. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Throwing on first is Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
This 5-2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He was looking for Matthews that time.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Gun! 21! 12! Here we go!
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing. He's got it at the 15. That one goes for 36 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal.
54, Sam. 380. 11.
Ryan. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. So they settled for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
21. South. 39.
Ryan wants to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
On 2nd down, Freeman. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
22.
To throw is Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he had a nifty little deke juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Hey, empty! Empty!
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley, he can't get him down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
82! 82!
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game also good for...
It's no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up.